A lot of people are in jobs that pay a lot more money than teaching, and I'm not sure they're much more demanding than teaching is.
I want to talk about my potential.
If you could make one change in the educational process, what would you do and why?
I would play sports in the classroom.
The funding goes to academics and not like enhancing their sports, because like really kids need to be taught.
One change I'd make is I'd let the students run the class a little more, so even the teachers could benefit from the students. So maybe like one class a week, not a week, maybe a month. The students will teach a class.
Have uniforms because I hate trying to get dressed every
in the
morning.
And then they're so strict about it. It's
I'd rather just have uniforms.
Less homework.
What bothers you the most about our educational system?
The idea that once you're in a certain path, you can't get out of it. So this idea that if you somehow don't get into one honors class, then you can't take future honors classes. I think as you grow and mature, your focus will change.
To what extent standardized test scores relate to the quality of teaching is in serious question.
There's too much focus on grades and numerical grade, and not as much focus on whether you actually know the material.
What is one thing you would never do if you were a teacher?
Like, I would never embarrass a kid in front of the class. I would probably just like take him after class and tell him like not to do something.
One thing I'd never do if I was a teacher was get angry at my student.
Never give them homework.
I would never do anything unlawful. If I was a teacher, I wouldn't give quizzes.
I would never fail a student.
What is it about teaching that keeps you in the business?
Not the financial figures.
I always like being in school. I always like kids.
The constant change. So how each day it's unpredictable. Each day is totally different, and I find that challenging, but at the same time exciting.
See them develop from adolescence to become young adults and go on.
The fact that every year it's a new group of people, and then you always get a restart, and you may have a bad year, but you know that the next year is going to be a completely better year, hopefully, and it's a new chance to always be doing some things.
I don't know. I think what I do is fun. I mean, I like music and I like theater technology. It's just fun to do.
Why do you not want to be a teacher?
I want to yell at kids.
I would not be able to handle the parents, the complaining by the parents for their students' lack of discipline and bad grades.
I'd have to grade papers.
I don't know all the...
I couldn't learn the names of the kids.
You have to do like the same thing like over and over, like every day, like every class, you have to do the same thing.
And you'd have to come to school for like the rest of your life.
Because I don't want to come to school for the rest of my life.
Because kids suck. Stink.
Because I could never work with kids.
One teacher, I was going to get switched out of her class, but then she fought for me to be in her class last year, so that was pretty cool.
I think it's good being a teacher.
I call it the light bulb moment. It's like when you say something and all of a sudden someone gets it, or they see where you're trying to go, and you can see their eyes pop up, and then they kind of sit up a little bit straighter, and then they really want to talk, and that's it.
You sit there and you watch, and if a kid goes, "Oh, I get it," learning is taking place.
The hardest thing to communicate to teachers and students, that we all must understand that you are allowed to not agree, but you must support each other.
The best thing probably is seeing a student who didn't think they were capable suddenly realize that they are.
Everybody deserves a fair chance. You know, all races, all sexes, anything. You shouldn't be discriminated. You know, we all deserve a fair chance to get the best quality education as possible.
What is the hardest thing to communicate to students?
That it matters.